Hey fellow social media marketers, Professor Walters here, and today we're in Krakow, Poland, and today we're going to talk about is LinkedIn. And specifically some of the more common mistakes people make when they set up their LinkedIn profile and when they manage LinkedIn, whether for themselves or for their company. And I think one of the things that's really important you realize is some people don't optimize their profile when they're there. Look, you need to fill it out. Put that history of all your work experiences. Put those awards you've had in there, those groups you're a part of, the organizations you've joined, the conferences you've gone to, because it gives more chance of people making a connection for you. Also for the LinkedIn algorithm to share you with people that might fit into the same kind of business areas that you're in. So make sure you have that good profile picture. Make sure you have that good banner that's up there. Make sure you have a headline that matters. Don't just say, yeah, hi, I'm Mark, I'm a professor. No, have something out there that really explains who you are. I'm a passionate educator who likes to help people learn about marketing and social media, whether it's through online, in-person trainings, or webinars. Like, put something out that really says who you are versus just marketing professor. You don't want to do that because that will really underutilize your LinkedIn footprint when you're there, just doing the basic stuff there. So make sure you fill it out and have it looking fantastic, okay? Now, another mistake people make when it comes to LinkedIn is, especially businesses, they get way too salesy. Remember, social media isn't really a sales place. It's more of a building a community place, sharing information place. And if you start just trying to sell all the time on LinkedIn, people just kind of, they just tune you out, okay? So what you want your post to be, you want your post to be more about value, about the things your business brings to people, how it's gonna help people out. Show those satisfied customers, show that value proposition that's out there, and then it will sell itself. You don't have to say buy, buy, buy. You can show the before and after of people working at your gym. That's gonna be much more impactful than sign up now for the gym, sign up now for the gym. Because hard sells don't really work on social media so well, especially on LinkedIn, because there's so much stuff that's out there, so much business stuff anyway, that people are actually looking for a little bit different kind of post when it comes to that. Because overall, what you have to remember is LinkedIn is about professional and professional situations, so there is that over idea of it. However, a mistake that some companies make is they forget to show the personal side. They forget to show the kind of back office kind of things, like help humanize your business. That's what LinkedIn can do. And if you're only talking about business, so no, we want to see more. We want to see your team at a team building event. We want to see your team out there when they're donating their time and energy to make the community better. They want to see those kind of things. They want to see the professors out there doing the grading and like, it's the end of the semester kind of stuff. Those kind of things really can humanize you, and it's much more of an engagement platform. Like, people see that like, oh yeah, it's the end of semester, hair ripping out with the grades and students writing like, oh professor, you're my favorite class and I've never written you before, but can I get a better grade? Like, sharing those kind of posts, those kind of things actually really does a good job. And some companies and some people don't do that. They only announce, I am humbly happy to announce that I've taken a new position as head social media guru at this business. Yes, you have those, but also have the, here I am making content in Krakow, Poland, and this is what it's like, and you're trying to film and people are backing up and the tour guides are coming around and the tour groups are coming in. I know that this is my last video of the day because, look, I filmed from 7 in the morning till about 9 because that's when the tours start coming out, so I gotta get everything in. Those kind of posts, much better to put than just watch our videos, buy our stuff, okay? So that's one thing I want you to kind of think about, okay? Now, another thing I think is really important when you're making any kind of content, some people think, oh, LinkedIn content has to be different than a YouTube or an Instagram. No. You still have to have the hook. You have to have a reason why people should read that blog you have, that white paper you wrote, the video you put on there. You want to have those things there because if there's no hook, you're not giving people a reason to read. I mean, I see people that literally just, they have a document, they post a document. They don't explain what it is. They don't give like an abstract. They don't give a reason why. You have to do that because if you don't give that hook, you're not going to hook people in to watch the video, to read the paper, to read your content. So be aware of that. And the thing is, going with that posting kind of things, another mistake people make is they only like post links to stuff. Like, instead of uploading directly to, LinkedIn, they'll put a YouTube link there, or they'll put a Facebook link there, or a TikTok link there, which is nice, but the thing is, LinkedIn wants your content. They want your videos to be natively on there. And if you upload your video natively, if you upload your picture natively, if you upload your document natively onto LinkedIn, they share it more because it's their content. They don't want to share YouTube stuff. They don't want to share Facebook stuff. They want to share LinkedIn stuff. And I've been to so many conferences over the years where LinkedIn's like, please put your videos out there. We're going to show it so much more. And if you don't believe me, post a video with a YouTube link and then upload that video the next week onto LinkedIn and see which one gets more views from there and more reactions. It's going to be the one that's natively uploaded onto that. So don't make the mistake of only posting links. Like sometimes you don't have the content or you can't post it on there, that's fine. But if you can natively post it, it's going to make a difference. Now, another mistake I see people make is they don't encourage people to comment. They don't encourage people to engage. They just post and walk away. You can't post and walk away. You got to have that call to action. Hey, if you want to learn more about visiting Krakow, subscribe here. Oh, if you want to learn more about social media marketing, hey, why don't you subscribe to our YouTube channel? We put out weekly videos about social media education. You got to give them a reason to click, but you got to ask them to click, because you're not trying to get them to subscribe or like or post or view. That's going to hurt you. So make sure you have that call to action, have that engagement prompt out there to get them to do something, because you don't, they're not going to do it. You know, that's why you still see people say, hey, don't forget to like and subscribe, because people still forget to like and subscribe or to share. So you might want to do that. So you might have, hey, if you're in an area that had bad weather, don't forget to share this 5 things you can do video to clean up your house quicker after a disaster. Could be something you want to do. And then another mistake I think people make is just not using LinkedIn to its full potential. I mean, LinkedIn has so many things you can do with it. I mean, whether you're looking at newsletters and having newsletters set up and doing that for you, or maybe the articles that you post on there to help get boosted. I mean, there's so many things there. And what's cool is LinkedIn also has courses on there. They teach you how not just to learn LinkedIn better and use LinkedIn better, but for marketing, for advertising, for, you know, accounting, finance stuff. There's all kinds of trainings on there that people really miss out on. They're like, oh, I'm just gonna watch these things on YouTube, but sometimes LinkedIn has curated them better into something that's gonna be helpful for you. So don't make the mistake of not using all the special things that LinkedIn has for users to help you get better at using LinkedIn and other things and other trainings that are on there. So those are just some of the common mistakes that I see people make on LinkedIn. And yes, the humble brag, I don't know if it's a mistake, but when you're doing the humble brag announcing things, maybe make it much more personable versus much more, I am amazing. Be like, hey, this is a cool fact versus, yes, I am now the social media guru for this program. It is kind of funny because we could go into a whole thing about the humble brag on LinkedIn and how sometimes it doesn't come off quite the right way. Or it just looks like the company sent it to you for you to post to make you look like you're kind of a pud. Anyway, I wish you all the best. I'll say bye from here in Krakow. What are your advice? What are your tips? What are some of the common mistakes you see on LinkedIn? Because yes, we could talk about not spell checking, not using the right hashtags, those kind of things as well. Like that, those are other issues too, but I want to kind of give these common mistakes that are outside the basic social media mistakes. And if you want to know the basic social media mistakes that people make on all platforms, we have a video for that as well. Just click the link and that can help you out. I'll say bye from here in Krakow.